Hey groupies, welcome back to Form of Therapy. This is the Culture Study. I'm the channel's video producer and your host. You can call me PD. And today we are checking out Until We Rise Again, a collaboration between the South Korean government and 1MILLION Dance Studio. Now, I'm very excited to do this because I was contacted by the South Korean government to actually promote this video. Now, I am a huge fan of 1MILLION Dance Studio and Lia Kim, who's going to be the main featured dancer in this video. But this isn't just any regular collaboration video. This is actually a video that is a part of a campaign to actually help inspire and encourage the message of continuing to fight COVID-19. You know, it's not over, you know, and while this is a video that was made by the South Korean government in collaboration with the Korean dance group, I think for those of us who live in America, this is an important message now more than ever, because other countries are doing a far better job of keeping this under control than we are. You know, it got to a point where I had to move out of where I was living because it was such a hot zone. So I was really grateful that the South Korean government would contact me to help us support this message, spread this message, because I feel like it's very important and I want to help spread this message of, guys, social distancing, keeping a mask on is so important, and it's so important in the fight against COVID-19. Now, I do have actually a tagline that I want to read you. They didn't tell me to read this, but this is the tagline for the video. Now we are living in the new normal. Social distancing and wearing masks are essential steps in overcoming COVID-19. We're all tough, but we're holding on until we rise again. So we're going to talk about this a little bit more after we watch this video, but this video was sponsored by the South Korean government, so thank you to the South Korean government for trusting Form of Therapy to help spread awareness and encourage people to continue the fight for COVID-19. So we're going to be checking out this dance video for Lia Kim and 1MILLION Dance Studios, Until We Rise Again, and then we're actually going to check out the behind-the-scenes making film. As you guys know, I am a video producer, so I am very curious and interested to see how they made this, but let's see what they made first. Very minimal lighting. Seems like it's all natural lighting. Not here. This is not all natural lighting. Like Lia's scenes look like it's all natural. Oh. Oh. Oh! That portion with Lia's dancing, that close-up shot was incredible. Oh my god, did he just turn his body? Oh. All of Lia's scenes are shot up close and personal. That's interesting. Oh, and her movements are so aggressive too, so angry. God damn. Oh. Oh. I love how the camera's actually shaking to the bass of the song. It fits with the aesthetic of the song title, I mean, of the video being called Until We Rise Again. It feels like something's coming to a climax. Interesting. Oh. 대한민국 정부 마스크를 벗는 그날까지. Song is called Another Level by LARCENY. Now, this last message, which is really, really powerful. Okay, so this video, the direction of this is really, really powerful. So, whoa, I almost flipped over. So this is basically a PSA. This is a PSA, and if you guys don't know, I would love to do a whole series on just Korean PSAs, because Korean government PSAs are on another level. They always try to be trendy, but not in like an embarrassing way, like America does. They give a lot of power and freedom to the creators, and I love this. So it's called 마스크를 벗는 그날까지. So in Korean, if you translate that to English, it's saying until the day we can take our masks off, until we rise again. So 마스크를, mask, you know, just Korean word for mask. 마스크를, 를 is a I don't quite know how to explain the word. It's not whatever. 벗는, so that means to take off. 그날까지, that day. So I would say 를 serves more of an until kind of position in the phrasing. So it's until that day where we can take off our masks. So the video actually shows an interesting journey. So I feel like in the beginning, I feel like they're like all socially distancing with each other, and that's purposeful in the choreography. And slowly they start stripping things apart. So it started with Lia taking off her protective goggles, and then it's with all the dancers taking off their hat. Well, I don't know what this gear is necessarily called. Let's just call it their hazmat coverings. So then they take out their hazmat coverings, and then they start to get closer. And then once they get closer, they straight up take off their masks, right? They take off their masks right here. Now, immediately when they took off their masks, I was like, what kind of a message is this sending? But if you actually read the Korean subtitles right here, hold on, it's actually being covered by the pause button. Okay, I can't see it. Let's see. I'm a slow reader, so... All right, we need this to go away. Okay. Okay, so everyone who participated in this filming were tested to, like, they made sure that they were all tested, and then they did this. They made sure that they did this in like the safest way possible. That's what that label is for, which I figured that's what that was going to be for, because why else would they have them all so close together like that, right? And if you look at this part, look at them. They're all cheering, they're hugging, blah blah blah. And so this is just a fantasy that she's having. It's just a dream. And so the whole message of this video is hold on to that dream. Hold on to the dream until that day when we can finally take our masks off again, when we can stop social distancing and we can be with each other again. But until that day, until we rise again. So they are promoting, hey, hold on to that dream, hold on to that notion. You know, this is the future that we have to look forward to. I'm very impressed with the production quality of this. I mean, wow, it landed exactly where I wanted it to go. Lia's portions are so dope. They gave like, and they try to make it look quote unquote fashionable and cool. Gives it more of a streetwear brand. God, look at that. Look at the, oh my God. And also based on this architecture, so if you look at the patterns here, this is actually an older Korean design. I actually wonder if they shot this inside of a Korean building, like a national government building. That's kind of the vibe that I'm getting here. It might be a modernized government building that still maintains some aspects of like the traditional culture now, or museum. Now, what's crazy is this lighting. What the heck? Do you see this lighting? They're lighting through the panels, like. Yeah, they're actually like. They're lighting through that wall you see. This isn't like just done. It's not like visual effects. Holy moly. I guess that's what we're going to find out in the making film. So let's check that out right now. This is incredible. Let's check it out right now.
안녕하세요. 저는 원밀리언 대표이자 수석 안무가인 리아 킴입니다. 코로나 때문에 저희가 가깝게 있지 못하잖아요. 원밀리언에는 원래 70% 정도가 외국인 수강생들이었는데 한국.
So that's crazy. 70% of 1 Million Dance Studios students are from overseas. I know when I visited, my friends went, but I didn't realize it was that crazy. When they were unable to come to Korea, that's when we felt the biggest impact of the virus. That's crazy. I didn't think it would impact the studio on that level.
한국으로 오지 못하고 있다는 점이 가장 크게 느껴지는 부분일 것 같아요. 저희가 활동할 수 있는 것도 좀 제약이 많고 즐겁게 풀 수 있는 방법들, 노력을 함으로써 조금씩 좁혀져 나가는 과정들을 퍼포먼스로 담으려고 해봤습니다. 이 문제를 어떻게 작품적으로 풀어낼 수 있을까 고민을 하게 되었습니다.
Wow, all natural lighting, all natural lighting. What are they shooting on?
어떻게 작품적으로 풀어낼 수 있을까 고민을 하게 되었던 것 같고요. 방호복을 입고 마스크도 쓴 상태에서 퍼포먼스를 해야 된다는 점에서 좀 어려움이 있었지만 힘든 상황 속에서도 노력하신 많은 분들에게 용기를 주고자 작업했습니다. 이 퍼포먼스 안에서 처음에는 멀리 시작했다가 점점 가까워지고 어떤 방호복이나 마스크를 하고 있다가 이제 점점 벗어던지는 스토리인데 지금은 어쩔 수 없이 사회적 거리를 두고 있지만 우리가 힘을 합치면 앞으로 극복할 수 있다라는 그런 희망의 메시지를 담고 있습니다. 코로나19가 다 끝난 게 아니잖아요. 아직 방심할 때는 아닌 것 같아요. 그래서 경각심을 가지고 우리가 이걸 잘 헤쳐나가기 위해서 또 우리가 같이 앞으로 더 가깝게 있을 수 있도록 힘쓰고 노력해야 된다고 생각합니다.
All right, so let's read what it says right here. This production was conducted in compliance with the public health guidelines for the prevention of COVID-19, including wearing masks and hand sterilization for all cast members, crew, and related personnel. So I actually heard that some places aren't doing this. So some people actually don't know. That thing, it's just a temperature taker. Some people, I talked about this previously, and they were like, I don't know what that is. A lot of Koreans are doing it. If you go to some Korean restaurants in LA, they are taking temperatures. Like, I feel like Korea is so ahead and so proactive with this situation. Some I feel like some American establishments saw. I think one American store I went into checked my temperature, but in large part this is mainly a Korean thing, at least here in the Western Hemisphere.
정말 서로의 건강을 위해서 마스크를 쓰는 게 굉장히 중요한데 어떻게 보면 같이 이렇게 춤추고 나서 하이파이브라도 한번 하고 그랬던 시간들 되게 소중하고 감사한 시간이었구나 새삼 느껴지는 것 같습니다. 다들 표현하는 거에 있어서 제약사항도 많고 활동하는 데 있어서도 어려움이 많으실 텐데 어떤 새로운 시대가 도래했잖아요. 미래의 뉴 노멀이 될 거다 이렇게 얘기하는데 이런 거에 대해서 저희가 잘 적응해 나가는 모습이 필요한 것 같아요. 새로운 거에 적응하고 언택트한 상황 속에서도 우리가 어떤 방법으로 좀 더 표현할 수 있을까? 우리가 아티스트로서 뭐 어떤 이런 어려움에 대해서 표현할 수도 있고 또 이런 상황에서도 사람들한테 메시지를 전달할 수 있고.
Wow. She put a lot of deep thought into this. I mean, it comes across in the choreo. I think one thing that she's not touching on that I want to touch on is the choreography is very aggressive and it's very. I feel like it's like a brewing pot. It's just like something's building up, and I think I think Lia Kim is such an incredible dancer. Of 1MILLION Dance Studio, my favorite dancers are Lia Kim and YEJI, and I think Lia Kim is so talented. I mean, I've been following 1MILLION Dance Studio right as they were popping off, right as they were getting internet popularity. So they had not like done any of these big projects, but like now Lia Kim is like, you know, they had done a couple of K-pop choreographies before, but now like, you know, Lia Kim was on Running Man, on Queendom. They're doing government projects. They're doing ads, like so much stuff. They were a small dance studio that like grew into something so much more and it's so crazy and inspiring. But Lia Kim is, I feel like, at the core of all of that. And her message for all of this is incredibly inspiring. And I love this. I love her idea of that we need to adapt. This is a new normal. I think a lot of people have the wrong idea about COVID-19. I think a lot of people have this idea of, I can't wait till things get back to normal. But things will never get back to normal. If things do get back to normal, if nothing changes, then this will happen again sometime in the future. This will happen again, and it will probably be devastatingly worse. What Lia is proposing is adapting to the situation. You know, you have to adapt or you die. You know, that's the way I see it. And that's part of progress and evolution, you know, and that's how you weed out the weak links. You have to adapt or you die. And I think the message for that is incredibly powerful, because I think if we don't adapt, you know, things are going to get worse. And Korea as a country is handling the COVID situation so much better than any other country on the planet. I believe Korea was the most proactive and the most progressive country. Like you'll see it on CNN, you'll see it on a bunch of news cycles. Korea, it exploded in Korea, and they suppressed that really quickly. And I think that has to do with the sense of both the government being on top of it. I mean, look at what the government did. Look at what they're still doing. You know, they're saying like, you know, just because things are better doesn't mean that the fight is over. You know, we need to be vigilant now more than ever. And that's true. Like, if you're not vigilant now, there could be another case. There could be another spike. And if it explodes again, that's sure you could try to suppress it, but that's still going to be more deaths that you have to be accountable for. So I think it's a combination of the government doing an incredible job of suppressing and being on top of the situation, and also the citizens of Korea actually taking it really seriously. So yeah, I really love the aggressive aspect of the choreography, because I think right now in this situation, especially in America, I think you'll see that like I think our country, and not just because of COVID-19, but our country is in such a hostile situation. We're so angry with each other. We're so mad at each other. I know I have a lot of anger You know, when I go out and I see people not wearing masks, I see people communing in big, large spaces without masks, I will yell. I will be like, get the fuck out of here. Get out of here. You know, put on a mask. And I feel like I have a lot of emotion inside of me that I am having a hard time finding to express. And I love that this is Lia's message of like, as artists, we have to find new ways to express ourselves. And it's something that I didn't even consider. Not that anything I do is necessarily a contact driven type of scenario, but at the same time, you know, I wanted to make movies this year. And, you know, that was a big part of my goals for 2020. And I couldn't make any movies this year because of COVID-19. But we got to find a way around it. And I'm really inspired by seeing this. So that's really cool.
지금 뭐 어떤 디지털적인 것들은 우리가 표현할 수 있는 충분한 조건들은 다 갖춰져 있다고 생각해요. 우리가 어떻게 생각을 바꾸냐에 따라서 사람들에게 잘 표현할 수 있는지 충분히 할 수 있을 거라고 생각하고 새로운 창작 활동들을 더 많이 하셨으면 좋겠습니다. 진심으로 감사드립니다.
I'm telling you, South Korean government is crazy good at this kind of stuff. You guys should check out other PSAs that the South Korean government has done. It's incredible. It truly is. But, you know, even if I had not been contacted to promote this, I still personally would totally back this because I so believe in this. I believe that Korea is doing such an incredible job at fighting COVID-19, and I really think that, especially us on the Western Hemisphere, we could really take a page out of their books, and I think anybody could really learn from this. So yeah, thank you very much to the South Korean government for sponsoring this video, for allowing Forma Therapy to be a part of this, to help promote this message. I really appreciate it. And, you know, guys, wear a mask, socially distance. A couple of my friends have gotten COVID-19. Luckily, all of them are still alive. But, you know, I know some people who, unfortunately, had people in their lives that got COVID-19 and did not survive. And some people go through excruciating pain. Some people, it feels like the flu. Some people, it feels like they went through excruciating pain and then they're perfectly fine, and then all of a sudden they drop dead. You don't know with this thing. It's just so crazy and unpredictable. And remember, the mask is not just about protecting yourself. It is about protecting others. Please remember that. Please practice social distancing. And guys, thank you very much for watching this video. Thank you everyone who practices stay-at-home orders or social distancing. And we love you guys. And thank you very much. Hope you have a wonderful day. And stay safe, everyone. Bye.